Hello everyone, it's your girl Ro. I am back. Good morning. How are you? Good day, whatever time of day it is that you are watching this video. I had to jump on real quick and speak on something that has been weighing heavy on me this morning. I don't know who this message is for, but the spirit of perfection is weighing heavy on some of you, okay? The spirit of perfection. All right. So some of you are experiencing a time where you feel like you have to be a perfect human, a perfect woman, a perfect wife, a perfect husband, a perfect boss, a perfect mother, a perfect father, a perfect Christian. Mainly a perfect Christian, okay? That has been the biggest thought that ran across my mind this morning, okay? And so God is wanting me to speak to you guys and encourage you on this morning to motivate you that you don't have to be perfect to be in this world. You don't have to be perfect to prove a point to anyone, okay? And we fall short, okay? That's what we do. We're humans. We fall short. We have to go through certain things in order to better ourselves, okay? And there are times where we're going to get upset about things. There are times when we're gonna be mad about some things. There are times where we're gonna say things that we don't mean, but that doesn't mean that you are imperfect in God's eyes. God says we all are perfect in his eyes because we were made in his own image, okay? We were made and designed by him. So when God created you, he knew what he was creating in you. Now, what you're going through in some cases, you have to fight the things that are coming up against you and trying to push you away from him. Okay, so that is the part of you that tries to stop you from understanding who you are in Christ. Okay, so God is wanting us to remember that when he designed each and every one of us, he designed each and every one of us different. Okay, there is no two people alike. I don't care if you're twins. I don't care. There is no two people that are alike. And you will not be perfect in each and everything that you do. Understand there's failures. Understand there's errors. Understand that you may not get it right each and every time that you attempt to do things. You're going to have to understand that failure, or what you perceive as failure, is not a failure. It is a chance to do it all over again. Okay? And so I had a situation where, like, this one particular person, this woman, she works at my child's school, and for whatever reason, that spirit that is on her does not vibe with me at all. And I am one person that I vibe with many people. You get what I'm saying? Now, my spirit be off sometimes with certain people in certain aspects, but for whatever reason, it's just the things that this lady does and say, it just irks me to the core. Okay, and I try my hardest not to say anything to her. I will honestly say that I've been being tested in a sense dealing with her, because each time that I go into the school, I try to avoid her and I try not to say anything to her. I will admit this morning that I could have avoided confrontation with her, right? And when I say confrontation, meaning responding to her, okay? And I've mentioned this to her before. I'm like, mind your business. Like, this is between me and my daughter. So then this morning, I'm writing something and I was trying to remember what I wanted to write. And she's steady talking to me like the date, 11, whatever the date is. And I'm like, okay. She kept saying it, and I got my head down. I'm not looking at her because in my mind, I'm trying to remember what I wanted to say. She's still saying the date over and over and over again. And I happened to look up and I'm like, hey, you talking to me? And she was like, yeah, I'm telling you the date. I said, I said, I don't know why you do this. I said, you are always in other people's business. I said, you got to be mindful of who business you're getting into. I said, because it's very frustrating for me, because I'm sitting here trying to remember something and you're speaking on something that I ain't even thinking about. Oh, yes, ma'am, I understand. Forgive me. That she started laughing under her breath. Demonic, okay? That was demonic in my opinion, because why did you start laughing after the fact? Because you did not like me correcting you. You did not like me correcting you. So then that's when God reminded me, because like I said, that spirit of perfection was on my mind heavily this morning. And then when that happened, God had revealed, he confirmed what he was already trying to get me to speak about. Okay. That this woman did not want me to correct her and her actions towards me. I understand her job is to assist people at the door. Okay, boom. But you have to be careful who you're speaking to, because you don't know if a person is on the verge of breaking. And one word you may say to that person may cause them to flip. Okay, and that's all I was simply trying to get her to understand, right? So I wanted to not say anything to her and just keep ignoring her, but she, like I'm telling you, she does it every time. If I don't say anything, she's going to keep poking until I respond. Then at that point, my response is not always pleasant. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that she was laughing under her breath, that let me know that was a spirit. That wasn't her. That's a spirit that was trying to get to me early in the morning after I done prayed to God about ordering my steps and leading me and guiding me throughout the day. Okay. So I say all of that to say that the confirmation too on me, like it weighed heavy on me after I left the school, and I started to feel like, I'm supposed to be this Christian. I'm supposed to be this loving, caring person. I felt imperfect. Okay. I felt like I was the imperfect Christian because I allowed this situation to make me respond in a way that I didn't want to respond, and it convicted me right after. Okay. But God, again, y'all, I'm telling you, this how God is so awesome and amazing. He not gonna let you go the entire day with this on your heart, mind, body, and spirit. Okay. He gonna warn you. He let you know off top what it is to be expected. Okay. And that throughout your day, he's saying throughout your day, I'm going to remind you of who you are in me. I'm going to remind you that mistakes happen. I'm going to remind you that there's error. I'm going to remind you that whenever you are going through, you look to me, you seek me for comfort. You seek me for rest. You seek me for understanding. You seek me for patience. Okay? Because immediately I got in my car and I just like, Lord, please forgive me. You get what I'm saying? Because I did not want to respond in that way. I really said when I got out my car, I really wasn't going to go in, but it's required now, okay, that if the child is tardy, you have to come in and sign paperwork. But I know she's there, so I try to not come there to speak with her, okay? And she doesn't work, like, she's not an administrator at the school. She's a volunteer. So she really, in my opinion, is not anyone that I would feel like would cause any problems with my child being at the school. Okay. But anyway, I say all of that to say, you who are feeling imperfect, you who feel like when you're up against things that if you don't get it right the first time, that there is no second chance. And God is reminding you in Philippians 2:3, this is the NIV version, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. Okay. Now, what he means by that, okay, we want to have perfection. That is an egotistical way to be. Okay. That is saying that like I said, when I tried to correct her, she got upset. That is saying that you can't be corrected. That is saying that you are better than others because you have to be so perfect. I'm so guilty of that. Trust me. All my life, I wanted to be the perfect child. I wanted to have perfect grades. I wanted to do things perfectly. I want to have the perfect house. Everything has to be perfect and aligned. And over the years, things just started getting jumbled, and I didn't see it, as perfect anymore. I saw it as human. And that's what God is saying. Be humble and value others more than yourselves. So sometimes we have to be humble and quiet and understand certain things with certain people. Like what is their value in their life, or in that woman's situation in her job. And so that's what God is reminding me about myself. Like, you didn't have to be the perfect human or the perfect Christian, but at the same time, I needed you to just humble yourself a little bit more. That way the confrontation wouldn't have happened in the way that it did, okay? And for her situation, if you are that type who don't like nobody correcting you, you have to understand that sometimes correction is necessary, okay? And so we got to realize that there are going to be times that we fall short, that we don't get it right, that we lose interest in things and it's sloppy or whatever the case may be. It's okay. It's okay. You got a chance to do it all over again. When God wake you up that next day, you'll get that chance to do it all over again and make everything right, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. That was weighing heavy on me, and I needed to get that out before I start my day all the way, because I just really dropped the kids off to school. I still have one with me, but his school is closed today. So, yeah, I'm going to get some things done. God is saying, be ready for what today is going to bring you, because you are going to run into some issues that is going to make you feel less than perfect, and then you're going to run into some issues that are going to humble you. Okay, so be ready, be ready, be ready. You guys, as always, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notifications bell. You guys, please, I am trying to get my words out to more people. So please, I'm begging you, please subscribe, like, comment, share. And as always, be a blessing to others. Bye.